Sun Wukong was trapped under the Five Elements mountain by the Buddha for 500 years. During this time, he endured immense suffering and reflected deeply on his past misdeeds. Though he felt remorse, he was unable to free himself. Meanwhile, Guanyin Bodhisattva, under the Buddha's orders, set out to the eastern land to find a suitable candidate to undertake the journey to the west, and designated Sun Wukong as one of the protectors for this mission. At that time, the Jade Emperor and the Buddha convened an important meeting to discuss how to relieve the disaster afflicting the Tang Dynasty in the eastern land. The Buddha stated that only by spreading the teachings of Buddhism to the east could the suffering of the people be alleviated, bringing peace and prosperity. However, such a task required finding a virtuous and esteemed individual to undertake the journey. Among the gods and Buddhas, Guanyin Bodhisattva volunteered to search for a suitable candidate for this arduous mission. The Buddha approved, allowing Guanyin to go to the east and seek the person destined to retrieve the scriptures, along with assigning a few future disciples to assist in the task. Guanyin Bodhisattva arrived in the eastern land, disguised as a woodcutter, and encountered Xuanzang, who was in the midst of his ascetic practice. She told him that if he wished to save all beings, he must journey west to retrieve the scriptures. Resolving to undertake this challenging task, Xuanzang accepted. Guanyin granted him 2 treasures, the 9-ringed staff and the golden cassock, and informed him that 3 disciples would assist him along the way. Guanyin then visited the Five Elements mountain, where she found Sun Wukong imprisoned. Seeing Guanyin, Sun Wukong was filled with hope and pleaded, "Merciful Bodhisattva, save me. I have suffered here for 500 years and truly wish to repent and reform." Perceiving his sincerity, Guanyin told him that only by agreeing to assist Tang Sanzang on the journey to the west could he be freed. Sun Wukong immediately agreed and vowed to change his ways. Guanyin said to him, "Tang Sanzang will come to release you, but you must obey his guidance. If you disobey, I will punish you." With this, she departed to prepare for Tang Sanzang's journey. Following Guanyin's guidance, Tang Sanzang arrived at the Five Elements mountain. Seeing Sun Wukong trapped beneath, the latter cried out, "Master, please rescue me. I am willing to be your disciple and protect you on your journey to the west to fetch the scriptures." Moved by his words, but still hesitant, Tang Sanzang eventually recited the scriptures taught by Guanyin, breaking the spell that bound Sun Wukong. With a loud boom, the Five Elements mountain disappeared, leaving Sun Wukong free. He knelt and clasped his hands together. "Master, thank you for saving me. I vow to walk with you to the Thunder Monastery in the west to retrieve the scriptures." Tang Sanzang, initially startled, then said, "Ah, very well. I shall grant you the name Sun Xingzhe." Upon receiving his new name, Sun Wukong immediately knelt to thank his master and swore his loyalty to protect Tang Sanzang. As they set off on their journey, they encountered a group of bandits. Seeing the splendid golden cassock worn by Xuanzang, the bandits drew their weapons, intending to rob him. Xuanzang, being a mere monk, had nothing of value save for a few steamed buns and some scriptures. Sun Wukong, wielding his staff, quickly dispatched the bandits with a few swift strikes, leaving them bloodied and dead. Xuanzang, a monk who had rarely seen even meat, let alone bloodshed, fainted at the gruesome sight. When he regained consciousness and saw the carnage, he vomited and cried out, "Too cruel, too cruel. Wukong, you are far too brutal." Scratching his head, Sun Wukong replied, "Master, you're too soft-hearted. These were bad men who have killed countless others. Sending them to reincarnation is no big deal. Back in my day, I slew demons, ghosts, and heavenly soldiers far more than these." Shaking his head, Xuanzang said, "As a monk, we must cherish all life. All beings are equal. You should have driven them away rather than killing them. From now on, you must not act like this." Sun Wukong sighed and picked at his ear. "You're so naggy, Master. Killing isn't a big deal. But fine, whatever you say." Xuanzang continued chanting, "Amitabha, Amitabha," as they journeyed onward. After several days, they ran out of food and began begging from house to house. Sun Wukong grumbled, "Master, why go through so much trouble? We could just eat some fruits or catch some rabbits or pigs. Begging is such a hassle." Startled, Xuanzang replied, "Wukong, as a monk, I don't eat meat. Begging for food is a way to bring blessings to people and is also part of our practice. How can you find it bothersome?" Hearing this, Sun Wukong furrowed his brow and thought, "If things go on like this, everything I do is restricted. I can't kill, and now I can't eat properly either. This journey will be unbearable for me. I might as well run away. After all, Guanyin wouldn't know." Feigning a smile, Sun Wukong said, "Master, I see you're moving too slowly. Why don't I go over that mountain to gather some fruit? With one somersault, I can travel 108,000 miles. I'll be back in no time." With that, he disappeared, leaving Xuanzang alone.